You know, cars have been around for about 100 years, and still in 2025, we have a whole bunch of automotive myths, from flying cars to electric cars. I'm here to debunk them all. What's gossip and what's fact? We're going to show you the difference between the truth and what's publicly conceived by some Americans about the modern car. Next up, range anxiety, another myth that needs to be debunked. Some people think that electric cars can leave you stranded like a first date, but not so fast. In 2025, some vehicles go over 600 miles on a single charge. But modern EVs boast a range of 300 to 500 miles, with some high-end models pushing past 600 miles. Thanks to fast charging networks, recharging is as quick as grabbing a coffee and a muffin. Well, almost. Next up, autonomous cars. Now, we dream of napping while cars whisk us away. But in 2025, not so fast. Most self-driving cars today are level 2 or level 3. That means you can binge watch your favorite show while cruising. You're still the backup driver. Fully autonomous cars, they're still stuck in the test track phase. Here's one for the penny pinchers. Are electric vehicles more expensive than gas vehicles? The short answer, nope. With lower maintenance costs, fewer moving parts and tax incentives, EVs often save money over their lifetime. And those pricey batteries, they're lasting longer than ever. Fewer oil changes, fewer headaches. What's not to love? Synthetic fuels, the supposed superhero for gas guzzlers. But is it here to save the day? Spoiler alert, probably not. Now, while promising reduced emissions, synthetic fuels are costly and energy intensive. For most drivers, EVs and hybrids are the more practical, greener choice, unless you've got deep pockets and a soft spot for nostalgia. Now, with advancements like CVT transmissions and dual clutch systems, automatics often outperform manuals, and it's much better for the environment and for responsiveness of driving. It's okay. You can still enjoy the stick for fun, not frugality. Size matters, or does it? Let's talk about engines. Thanks to turbocharging, hybrid systems, and clever engineering, smaller engines can now outperform their larger counterparts while sipping less fuel. It's not the size, it's how you use it. Still think you need to warm up your car in the mornings? You don't. Today's engines are designed to hit optimal performance almost immediately. Letting them idle just wastes fuel and time. Get in, start up, and go. As simple as that. Now here's one. Most people think EVs are not eco-friendly because of the battery production. But what's the real story? While batteries do have a carbon footprint, EVs' overall emissions, including electricity generation, are far lower than gas cars, especially with renewable energies on the rise. Cleaner grids means cleaner rides. Oil changes? Not for EVs. And with gas vehicles, those oil changes aren't as often as you'd think. Thanks to advanced lubricants, many gas cars now go 7,500 miles to 10,000 miles or more between oil changes. Less oil, less hassle. Flying cars, well, they're still at least 5 years away in 2025, and at least for most of us, still a fantasy. While prototypes exist, challenges like costs, regulations, and infrastructure mean they're not going to mainstream anytime soon. For now, we'll keep our wheels firmly on the ground. Well, there you are, some of the biggest automotive myths debunked, at least for now, whether you're on Team Electric or Team Gas. Hopefully, we've answered many of your questions. In California, I'm Nick Miles.